Pressure's on here, and it's a hell of a team that's conquered, Dwayne. Do you think there's any chance for mousesports to be able to pull this off?
Yeah, definitely. There's always a chance. How big it really is, it depends on the start. They've got to be able to start firing up early. They've got to start putting rounds up and closing out rounds in which they've got an advantage.
The momentum-based game for the mousesports side. Can they turn up momentum to their favor into the pistol of their CT side? Starting things off with a kill for Rops. Once again, straight tap to the head of Hobbit and drawing first blood. He doubles up as well. Looking back in from the stairs, Nafani is going to end up falling. Axel tagged, and Rops is landing heads for days. Shiro finally trades, but it's down to a 4 versus 2. And mousesports in full control of the defensive line. Gambit so suppressed. Frozen gets another pick back in. Axel will get his kill involved. It's 1 of 2 found so far for Gambit. Facing back in, seeing 2 more CT players. Gets headshots, but he's just overwhelmed by the position of the numbers game. And it's mousesports that take an all-important pistol.
And that's the Rops that we know and love. The one that could just find so much impact immediately starting off on a map, getting 3 kills, and then mousesports just getting slightly aggressive, hunting down those last remaining T-side players. What a great start of Mirage.
Great shooting from Robs. These were some fantastic one-taps. Exactly what you want to see from the CT side. Again, for mousesports to recover their situation. They cannot afford to let another Vertigo happen here on our third and final of the series. Gambit, of course, got the force buy involved. So the Eagles Tech 9s, Galil out for Axel. A little bit more in terms of the main weaponry. Not quite a bomb plant force buy, but force buy nonetheless. And they're going in for the set piece.
They're still quite aggressive from Bemis outside of this ramp position, so it all comes down to how quickly it can recognize the play.
Tech 9 taps, holding away from the camp. Flash will get the kill on Nefani. Axel trades it back at the least, so Gambit can hold their own. Still got a player close to the stairs. CT stairs is also not smoked off either, so they're going to have to bully block this bomb plant position. Do get a plant in the end. As Fraser, we're going a bit awry for the AUG, but finally Rops lines up those 2 kills. And Inters and Shiro, last couple of players left the Eagle in Tech 9. Shiro tagged to 25. Inters spotted, Rops executes him. Can't quite get the quadra involved, but that's what his teammates are.
Now, Gambit might want to force again, though. Have a look at this sort of situation. You get a couple of kills, you get a bomb plant, want to keep putting pressure on, fire it up.
Imagine so with the bomb plant. It could be a possibility at the very least. $3,000? Yeah, I'd say that's very likely, I think, for Gambit. Do they want to go for it, though?
It's just that risk versus reward. Do they want to just offer up round 3 as a bit of a lighter eco, just allow mousesports to continue putting momentum up?
No.
No.
Do go for the force, indeed.
Yep.
Characteristic, I guess, of Gambit.
For sure.
Many a great force buy around from them, many a great force buy back and forth as well. Mousesports. Will they be expecting this? We have an M4 for Dexter and for a core. Galil saved in for BMAS with 2 AUGs as well, so it's a better buy definitively for mousesports, but Gambit, well, they have found plenty of force buy in the past. Dexter kills off the first player, can't quite hold on to that second, so the trades are good.
And more nades going down towards the apartments may actually drive the T-side forward, at least for Nafani.
Frozen, heard, Nafani knows that he's there. Drop off, however, still takes the face in as the jump comes through from Frozen, but no kill for him, and they will go a little bit too far out there. They're trying to drive a core away. They thought Frozen might have rotated instead.
There is a lurk right up towards a chair position for the T-side, but the majority of presence is out here in the apartments.
Oh, turning away at the wrong moment. Akora has let Nafani cross. Flashbangs and Molotov still coming forward for them, though. HG's out as well. Crossfire with the AUG. Lands on the first player. Nafani looking for Axel next. Not quite going as well. The M4 again, this time on his peekaways here for Akora. 3 versus 3, and still a little under 60 seconds. There's time to work with for Gambit, and they could rotate to A.
The Hobbit's making a bit of a play into connector, so just slowing the whole round down, but Bemis has got the backstab.
And then not going to offer it up. Ooh, backs are turned. Hobbit sees the man, gets some tags off, but BMAS gets the kill in, and now removes any of the mid-control that Gambit could have had here. Deagle still set for Shiro to try to get the trade in. Not the best angling against BMAS, though. And the Galil gets another kill. It's all left to Axel. Ace clutch for him. He's found 2 in this round. Needs to get 3 more. Good shot on a core at least. Comes up good. Still tagged heavy for him. And Rops on the site here with his own AUG ready to deal with the last man. And it just comes up to 1 good kill. 10 seconds left for it. But Axel's got it to a 1 versus 1.
I just get the bomb down. Bemis coming in quite quickly. Both players on 28 points of health.
We've seen 2 aces from mousesports in this series. Are we going to see 2 aces from Gambit now? 1 found by Hobbit over on Vertigo. A chance for Axel to do the same right here. BMAS seen. Oh, the timing's awkward. Turned away from when does the sound cue come out? There. Just heard. Back scene. Axel hears the tap. And he's seen his man, he's got the ace. What a clutch. 2 for 2 for Gambit and mousesports, they still force buy back.
Oh my goodness, and that resets the economy line. mousesports have got a 3-on-1 advantage, and really when you've got a play of Bemis backstabbing in from top mid, dealing with Hobbit, then following up into Shiro, that round, you almost have to say, Jay, is unlosable, but somehow Axel, well, he just does Axel things, doesn't he?
Highlighted him as the main guy to watch out for the Gambit side, and he's 8 frags deep in this particular map up. He hasn't been the main guy for maps 1 and 2, but this could be his moment in the sun. Rifle scores force back here for mousesports here. The AUGs, the M4s, a scout involved for a core, 2 Deagles as well. Gambit might not be rocking the AKs in full, but they definitely have a better buy.
Nice little sneak play coming in from Nafani towards the top of connector. This could be a fair bit of open space, especially if they draw the attention over. Rob's making a play in underpass, at least catches off the first.
Big opener. Big map control gain here by mousesports, an AK in his hands and everything. AUG are frozen, finds Hobbit on the secondary kill back here to connector. They start walking into the connector itself, so Shiro gets the core next. Macton and Nafani finally trades it back to a 3 versus 3 scenario, knows that someone's up there in the ladder room, and Frozen just continues blind firing, catches Nafani in the end, enters, wraps the corner, Bemis is ready for it, now leaves it on one man, Shiro. Good spray back from the Galil, maintains his 2k, maintains a chance in the round, but not for long.
And now we just keep going back and forth, 2,400 loss bonus now for Gambit, not in double eco territory, so they could just eco here. At the same time though, Inters has got money, Shiro's got money, it's not worth forcing.
Yeah, hold it together. Get the definitive gun round with all the main staple weapons in the next. Another round to go towards the mousesports side, who will get a decent start here on CT. So they have that much to work from. Gambit will not get away quite as easily as they did on map 2.
Now, this is a very good lead, though, coming through from the international squad. Just being able to try and get as much in as possible in the early circumstances. Accord just taking a couple of pop shots out from the window position. Nice and easy up against the eco to start off the round. And Gambit just hoping for a couple of overextensions, hoping that the Deagles could find some sort of connections. But mousesports, they are taking this aggressive mid-control and punishing the T side.
Inter's dropping next. SMG for Dexter. Nafani caught next. Yeah, this eco going about as well as ecos do go. mousesports catching a few more breaks here on Mirage, and definitely encouraging to see for them on the early start. Bomb drop now, Axel 1v5. Yeah, throws some things up. Starting to look a little bit more similar to mousesports' confidence over on Inferno as well. So we're on the right track to make this close at the moment.
And it's still a little bit too early to tell, only because we haven't had the rifle rounds. It's just come to both teams just destroying each other's economy. Once we start getting a little bit later into this is when we really start being able to get a clear indication of how Mirage is going to go. AWP upgrade coming through from Shiro. Timeout for Gambit.
I think it's appropriate to do so. I mean, 4-1 down. Not the most solid of starts for them. As you mentioned, though, the gun rounds have not really been too prominent, so the first one coming in here for Gambit, this could be their chance to swing momentum back to their favor, not the economy. mousesports, a little bit of cash in reserve, should be able to force the issue into round 6 if necessary. For now, in with the AKs and the AWPs, Gambit. Tactical pause taken, let's see where they can go with it.
Now out towards a pretty aggressive AWP duel for Shiro, trying to see if he can catch anyone off, looking out towards Connector, but with the Incendiary down towards that ramp position, they can't see anything.
Incendiary to press over at the stack position. Hobbit's going to start creeping into underpass. No one's covering this. Bemis, I think, is just adjusting to it now. He also makes his way away. 2 players being hurled on short in the sniper's nest. So Hobbit has plenty of info to the mid control. His teammate's going to get run boosted in here. Look back, smoke down, suppressing 1.
Rob's just waiting out for mid, does get smoked, so needs to reposition himself in a way that he can find a little bit more information. Accord just almost getting spammed out from Connector. Does need to be wary about how aggressive he holds.
Going to try to push a little bit further forward, not fully facing out towards the mid control, however. So it is kind of careful from mousesports, but 60 seconds left towards the wallbang positions and towards that box corner, but no one is seen. A resmoke again on Robs, giving him no chance to strike here.
T's are really running out of util, but it seems like it's going to be a split B play. mousesports have got a decent read. They're rotating a third player over to market.
AUG are frozen, looks up, sprays through, catches damage, or at least trying to do so. Does get sprayed up a little bit. Akor gets 2 instead. Out of connector, down towards short control. Axile bursting through on Frozen's position, but cannot seem to land a kill against him. It's a 5 versus 3 for mousesports. Inz and Afani finally chime in. Rop still on site though. Suppressed to his left, backups coming in behind him. Akor gets a kill on short, and Rop strikes on Axile. Left it Inters again to clutch this. 1 versus 3. Swing on Rop's. Great headshot. Now 2 more to find. The bomb can also get planted.
Time is definitely low, but he's thinking about taking some more jewels. Does he try and fake it out? No, just stick the bomb.
No bait on BMAS. Akor looking up with the AWP. The shots ringing out from the FAMAS. The AWP has been seen, tapped up, not taken down. And BMAS, his information's been given up. Inters knows what's going on. He's just got to check the right place at the right time and turn it to a 1v1. A quadra clutch for him now. Looking to the left arch. Will Akor give him the angle? Inters just waiting, running timer out. Akor's going to make the move in. He's got 2 flashes, not going to use either of them. Pistol pulled out, footsteps heard. Inters just going to wait until the right moment to strike and hold the round together. Another clutch win for Gambit.
And another situation where it's just a massive recovery. That was Akor getting a couple of kills in connector for a 5-on-3, and Gambit somehow win that round.
Big moment for them. Second tactical, of course, taken for the Russians. And we can see how some of this round panned out to make it as close as it was there for the mousesports side. Wonderfully done there on the short presence and the flank involved, but it was Inters that was the star of the round. 4 kills for him. What a clutch.
They've been great in clutch situations, Gambit. Anytime they're in a 1vx or a 2vx situation, even when the numbers heavily put them in a disadvantage, it still feels like magic is there for them.
And the second pause coming in from Gambit, a moment's respite to see where they go from this. They've got an all-important rifle round. They've got another one coming up right here. Bit awkward on the force buy though. 2 Galils and a MAC-10. So despite the victories inbound, the economy has been wrecked for them. Could also get wrecked for mousesports though. This is basically a reset round.
Now, one of those swinging rounds too, where for Gambit, they don't have a lot of money in the reserve too, so the winner that comes out to round 7 can do a lot of economical damage to their opposition. Akor getting mollied through, just so blinded out from mid. The first shot does come in. Can he escape out of there? No, he can't.
Mast on Frozen trying to trade back the man advantage. Has information to where the players are at. Can't quite get the vision or the kills. Inters looking out of the ramp position. BMAS siphoned off from him by a smoke. Will also look up the palace, but will not get anything for it. It's just smokes down the standard here for Gambit. Rotations inbound towards that A site, and Shiro gets Rops to get the man advantage back for the T side now.
Now, Bemis needs help, but it's just not coming, is it? Both players out towards the B side. It's going to lie down to him.
He's going to go massive. No. Axile gets the kill in, sprays back, and you can already see mousesports started the rotation, but they quickly figure out it's probably not worth it. It's best to hold on to their weapons because they've got absolutely no money.
It just seemed that was a whole position that unless there's a double kill, a triple kill, something really, really big for Bemis, Dexter and Frozen aren't going for that. They're just holding on to their weapons, saving over towards that B side. A third round up for Gambit, and, well, this has been quite the close contention in the early stages.
It was a bit of a breakaway moment for mousesports. You thought that they were going to be able to push some distance between them. Not ending up being the case, though. Third round to the board of Gambit. Back within 1 of the mousesports lead. So, opportunities still abound. Them to be able to equalize and take it back. And again, the money's just not quite there for the mousesports camp. They've got these 2 rifles. Do they force around it?
Definitely not. Definitely not. It's not worth it at all. Because even if you win this round, you're not going to reset your opposition. So take it as a light eco. Try and utilize the M4 and the FAMAS around a bit of a bait play. Try and get as much damage as possible and as many impact kills. Even if there's a chance of recovering one of the AKs, if you're able to find an advantage, that's the best move moving forward.
And USPs will be out for them. Mid-control front out utility here for the T side. 3 CTs pushing onto ramp position as Mouse try and find some hopeful kill. Any sort of opportunity to do some damage in this round, but even that's not going towards them. The heavy presence from Gambit goes out towards apartments in mid.
Yeah, Gambit have enjoyed running the clock on Inferno, Vertigo, out Mirage, and it does show that even in situations where they really do run the timer, they always feel like they're in control.
Yeah, it's a big risk when you run the timer. You know that you're going to run it so low that maybe a kill in an awkward position could come forward with a round steal for the CT side, but never been the case so far in this matchup, at least as far to my memory. Galil out for Nafani, avoids the player in the ladder room. Frozen, not a known entity to Gambit just yet. He could insert himself into this line.
Oh, timing. Can he catch off the orb bar? Shiro looking up, but the AWP is going to fall. Frozen needs to follow up, and he does indeed.
Big kill on Hobbit, switches out to the AWP himself, and Dexter gets Nafani with an awkward spray. Axel trades it, but he's dead to right, and Intercept to clutch it again. This time a 1v4 with T-side weapons being picked up. Taps forward, AKs in hand, AWP leaning closer. Spray forward on the short presence, looks towards BMAX as well, towards apartments, and now he's just got too many angles to watch for. They peek together. What a round from mousesports.
And I'm just thinking to myself, I know the rounds are slightly different, but oh yeah, by the way, that's payback to what happened on Inferno. Remember when Nafani got away with an eco? We might have had a couple of saved-in weapons, but that was 3 USPs in that round.
Frozen again, becoming the man to step up for his side. 3 frags. And FAMAS doing tons of work here. You can watch it again. Shiro, the first player to fall. Hobbit, the second man. Still the third kill from his own part. And the backline's dealing with Axel as the bomb was just getting planted. So awkward angles for Gambit. And again, mousesports with a steal.
And where is Hobbit is now the question I'm asking myself. Second highest fragger in the first map. First highest rated flagger in the second map. He's 0-8 here on Mirage.
Very inconsistent series, this one, I've noticed, from both mousesports and Gambit. Both teams going ham in the first map, mousesports slipping off in the second, now Gambit having players like Hobbit who have fallen off the edge of a cliff. Axel still going. Shiro's getting swarmed up. Tagged up in this particular round, however, with the AWP in hand. Another force buyback for Gambit. Slow and steady for the T side, walking up to their defaults in apps.
Dexter just playing a bit of a crossfire. Might even see a jump spot coming through just to get the bait that they aren't playing anyone in the balcony corner.
Frozen has looked back there. Molotov's in, catch the spray, good kill on the first, not quite the second. Axel turns it around, but Frozen's still there for the trade back, and Shiro still in play at 19 points of health. He's hoping for someone to over-aggress here as his teammates just pour out of the apartments, and Frozen gets another kill in on Inters. Shiro down to 6 with the HEs. Finally trying to walk out towards short, get some sort of contact play, some sort of recovery play in. The AWP desperate for something to go his way for mousesports. Holds his angle. Nothing's given.
Oh my goodness, they're being so patient, aren't they? They're thinking to themselves, we'll wait for this bomb down to go cross because the AWP is still holding.
Now he has to cross, smoked off. Out of the apartments. Shiro, where does he go with this? Again, 6 points of HP. He can't be too aggressive. He's got to rest a lot on Nafani to hold the round together. All 3 coming in from market. Short's been cleared. Apartments being watched. But both these players got to turn their attention towards. If Nafani goes down, Shiro has too much to handle on 6 points of health. AK set and ready. Drops thinking out. Oh, Nafani couldn't react towards it. That's all important. Obscene. Good shot for Shiro on the first player. Now got to go thermonuclear. And it's just not going to happen. Defuse landed. 6 for mousesports.
Yeah, mousesports really showing up here on CT, and what I like in that situation is they slow it right down. They know they've had so many positions in which they've given up 3v1 advantages. This time around, slow the whole round down. Allow the CTs to just come in towards the side. Gambit start getting a little bit uncomfortable. And am I reading this right? They've got 1 tactical remaining, Jay. We're going into round 9.
Yeah, it's not been the start that Gambit wanted, and they put a lot behind trying to recover it. 3rd tactical called in by the Russians, and you can see a level of despondency on their faces. I know it's very early doors, but that is a very, very stressed man on your screens. Gambit. You look back to that Vertigo and you wonder, where is that team? Where is that flawless Gambit side?
Yeah, definitely not here on Mirage, that's for sure. And it might just be because mousesports are just delivering a little bit more. Individually, Frozen is really starting to find some form. And Gambit, even the economy, it seems like we're seeing so many of these individual rounds on T-side where they're not being followed up, so they don't have the money to fall back on.
Doesn't help that certain players are still not going. Hobbit's still yet to frag. Double AWP set up in for mousesports with a pistol eco, an upgrade pistol eco for Gambit. No utility in towards this A site. Could dive out of the palace. That might be their best bet to get a bomb plant in this. Stefani has seen, I think, Dexter, or at least is going to try bait in the information towards him. Shot doesn't connect. Dexter knows what's going on.
I don't see Dexter on the AWP too often, but just trying to get an info play out from the apartments, looking to try and catch off the straggler because it's all a fake.
Taps through, damage done, nades at the ready here, and Frozen gets the kill. Opens things up at last with 60 seconds left on the clock. Up in for a core. Does not line up those two players, doesn't matter. Core and Bemis, all those frags appropriate. Look back towards the palace entrance, but Inters is holding from him, and Shira tagged up. Now just Shira all alone. Looking for exit, the best. Definitely will not get this round. I thought they were trying to go for a knife there, but no, USP pulled out instead for BMash running out of ammo. They're looking happy though. mousesports, they seem very encouraged at this start. They look like a much more reformed team by comparison to map 2.
Yeah, it's good to see the smiles. Good to see that they're quite cheerful because, well, you should be. 7-3 up on Mirage to try and get this series over the line, try and get this final map over the line. As for Gambit, I now start wondering to myself, like, at what point do you use the last tactical timeout? Because you might need it at a very important stage.
Imagining you probably use it. That's difficult to say, actually. I was going to say maybe use it relatively soon, but even then, like, is that really going to make a difference at this moment? Is there going to be something you want to hold on to the CT side with? mousesports on their way up into the mid-control a core, and Rops Nafani gets his kill in. Orp looking back down range, can't get the kill towards the man. 12 HP, it's a start for Gambit.
They broke away the mid-segment there for mousesports. Gambit just getting away with Nafani getting the opening kill, only getting tagged down to 12 HP, and now the B-start execution, but another good rotate. A core can come quickly in from market.
Coming back towards CT instead, though. Frozen's boosted up here towards the B site, so the linchpin player Dexter, AWP at contact, flashbang, being seen, not catching anyone. Molotov out, and Axar falls next. 4 versus 4. Dexter does not land that second kill, but will incendiary the left-hand side. Frozen not detected, waiting and baiting for a bomb plant to be attempted. Smokes down as Dexter draws all the attention towards him. Will they check the corner? BMAS gets caught, and Frozen gets 2. Dropping the bomb. AK trying to trade it back for Nafani, but the spray's so awkward for him. Another triple for the AUG as Frozen gets to 17 kills in this matchup, and Inters up to clutch.
And what does he do in this situation? 1v3, we've seen him in clutches before, but this time around, he doesn't even have the bomb.
Being watched here by a core's position. Oh, the jumps, giving up all the information to where he is. Then a core holds ready and holds firm to get the 8 from the CT half of mousesports.
How do you compare the pair? Frozen not being checked out towards the ninja position. 17 kills and 4 deaths for the man, while Hobbit on the other side is 0-11 in their first game in Cologne. How has this happened?
We talked about the importance of this series as well for Gambit to be able to set themselves up on a group stage victory. It felt like mousesports were right for the picking. And for the world's #1 to fall in the first match of the group stage, what a shocker to open up in our first series of the day. Not official just yet, but the way this is going is getting there. And if you're a Gambit fan, it's time to be concerned.
Dexter, even with this AWP, is just providing just safety, that extra cover out to the B side. Bit of a hole in from window. Rops has got to keep eyes through.
Oh, just missed the pixel, just missed the timing. Getting caught by Hobbit. All important frag to start things off, but where can he go from here with it? He's looking in from jungle. The AWP Dexter catches the farming in from mid instead. It's a 4 versus 4 situation.
Bemis just getting re-smoked out towards ramp, holding a little bit of an off angle towards a walkout from Palace, but he's still staying around.
I think there might be a slight gap in that smoke. Bemis got to be careful. They've walked out. Axel taps through the legal AWP in. Good shot from McCaw, connecting another fantastic frag. He really has woken up as well. You mentioned he's had a bit of a nightmare in this series in the first couple of maps. Here for map 3, he looks perfectly fine.
Yeah, he does. Even Dexter just getting the info, knows that there's a player out to jungle now.
Tries to walk back to positions. AUG burst fire from Frozen, denies the bomb plant for a moment. It's traded by Hobbit, however. The orb still set in, seeing them coming back down. Nade towards Shiro's position should do some damage. Shot's not landing for the AWP, unfortunately, so we cannot get the kill in time. Retake mode for mousesports. Both players coming in with orbs. One from short, one from CT. Goes very slow towards this, but the flashbangs in from McCaw. Should allow some peek out, should allow some opportunities. They heard Dexter though. Hobbit's going to adjust towards him. AUG swap towards, Core goes down. Dexter alone to the clutch it. Hobbit knows what's going on. Does still lose his life though. Now it's all on Shiro to defend the site itself. Time is way too far tick for Dexter though. Got to get the full 5-second defuse to stick the whole thing. Smoke going down. Swing for Shiro. Gets the round.
Oh, that nade was so damn close, but it just not close enough. Shiro is going to be able to escape with the M4. And for Gambit, they escape with an eco-round victory.
All important at that. Finally, something going a bit right here for Gambit. 3 rounds left and a half to try and make up the difference that mousesports have put themselves up on. They already have the half itself, and it's an all-important round for them to take there. Rebuy will, of course, be seen by mousesports. This time, double orbs on Ropson, of course, as opposed to Dexter in the court. AUG looking at a gap in that smoke towards the mid position. I do believe he should get naded back, so there is some damage being done again, but default set towards Palace here for Gambit.
And they've consistently had a lot of intent of fighting aggressively towards ramp, but it does mean that there is a bit of an avenue of approach out from Palace that is not being looked at.
No one is watching Palace at all, actually. They are so focused on this ramp position. The Orb of Rops ready alongside the AK, and look at Axel, just walk straight in, finds Frozen, and now they've got to adjust towards it. M4 starts swinging, Hobbit does go down for one. Now the Orb can look out from the center of the site. Nades towards the position. BMAS tag. Nafani comes up. Still from Doc. They've walked out of Palace at last. 4 versus 3 scenario. mousesports have conceded the site.
Now, there is a bit of a backstab coming through from Dexter, but just a massive lack of information in that round. A walk set up out from Palace and from Connector, and mousesports just get caught completely off guard.
And a big gap for Gambit to punch through. McCaw hoping that he can find someone from CT. Axel could, in theory, wrap around. And will Dex do the exact same thing here towards that Palace position? He's starting to make his way towards the entrance, and the Orb shot connects to a core. 2 left standing for mousesports. Dexter has found his way out into the balconies, drops down, finds Shiro, looks back towards the next, gets into as Nafani trades it. Now to a 1 versus 2. Dexter such low HP. Nade onto Nafani, trying to win that fight. It's not going to happen. 3 kills up for him. Gambit with a 5th.
I don't know if I like that where they go for it there, because you're in a bit of a position where Dexter's got money and so does Bemis. If they would have just saved onto the 3 rifles, they could have forced the investment, got a decent buy together in round 14. Maybe a little bit desperate, maybe wanting too much in that situation.
Now down to the pistols for the mousesports side. Gambit have finally reset them back into full control. They've struggled in the first half for them, but now it feels like they've found their formation here, Dweg.
Yeah, it has, and definitely not too late either. Gambit, still, even in this round, even though you're up against an eco, you don't really want to give too many positive kills, too many opening chances up to mousesports.
Just walk out into the apartments. They try and aggress here on the mousesports side. Dexter has gotten quite deep here with this. I don't know if Axel's even ready. He's got utility in his hands. Oh, the timing on this. Okay, he's going to be able to run away at the right moment, so Dexter's not going to get his chance. He's going to hear a lot of footsteps, though. He could call in the rotation here, and he's pushed up so far that they cannot get towards the B site.
Just gamble stack on A. They can't slow it down because they've got no util, but this backstab, this could still find a lot of impact.
Here he moves. Sees Shiro, sees Inters. He lets them both cross. Slow walks with the knife out as well. Pistols involved. This could be massive. It comes up to the site holders, though, and there's a USP in there. Dexter just missing the opportunities every single time. Nafani rounds the corner, USP up close, taps manically. Shiro comes up with a kill as well. And here comes Dexter to complete it all. Headshot seen. Nafani missed. Okay, he gets his kill involved. Can't land that second, eventually turns it up. Shiro tagged in Dexter with an all-important triple, but now got to turn it into an ace. And even that's too much for him. So patient, so careful. But missed bullets and a missed out defensive leaves a 6th for Gambit.
I think he did everything he could, though. He really needed to have his teammates bait for distractions to allow this backstab to come in. He gets away with 3 kills, and, well, unfortunately for mousesports, it is no more than that. Gambit did turn it around pretty quickly once they realized exactly what was happening. Get their 6th up to the CIS squad. And mousesports, this buy coming back, it looks okay. They don't have a kit to work with, though, unfortunately.
Yeah, limitations are still involved. Round 15, however, it's got to be a full-on force-up. No matter what goes on. AK for Nafani, very awkward spray. Does get a second chance, but does get traded by Frozen, the same thing. So 4 versus 4.
He's been great over towards this B site. Really been one to just hold and get as many multi-frags, a core even dealing with Hobbit. So this gives the man advantage back over to Mouse.
Rounds coming in for Gambit. Pushing up here in the A site. B-Mass is the only real defender. He has got a player out towards the connector control who could hold out for him and could rotate very quickly, but if they just dry face, then B-Mass has got nothing that he can do.
Oh, they've heard the scope. They know what's going on.
Second player rotating as well for a core into the CT spawn position. Molotov's down, and that will draw the attention of Rops and everything. Molotov in the back lines, great flash in. Axel still gets the kill. 3 versus 3 as Rops looks back in the back lines, but still can't catch up a frag. They're going to back off a little bit here to the CT side, and the core gets flashed as well, so they're trying to make their way in, but such little breathing room, such little opportunities. The top con smoke does not connect either. All sorts of awkward smokes being thrown out there by the T side line, but they do force them back. Shiro drops though, and he drops the bomb with it.
They've got to take some more fights. They're running out of time. And the nade goes down out from jungle. They've got to find the connection out towards stairs. They swing together onto Robinson's position. Get that trade back now out towards CT. The AWP's going to get Mouse up to 9.
And that just holds an advantage in the half at a 3-round deficit. Gambit not with the start that they wanted, but they have a chance to turn it around in the second half after the break.
Myself in the mirror not so long ago, and I told me, do you know? I told me, do you know? All alone in your head, but you don't have to pretend that you will make a change, 'cause you don't want to change. I'm gonna be real honest this time. I'm okay with it, I am more than fine. I'm gonna roll all less red dice now. Tell me I won't get out. Tell me I won't get out. Alone among the stars, without forgetting who I was, or have to look back that far. And I don't want to forget who, get who. And are you just fucking around in my mind one last time? I'm gonna be real honest this time. I'm okay with it, I am more than fine. I'm gonna roll all less red dice now. Tell me I won't get out. Tell me I won't get out. Tell me I won't. Trap me inside your walls now. Tell me I won't get out. Tell me I won't get out. Crush me with all that you.
And the 2 bottom fraggers from map 1 and map 2 of Frozen and Akor have turned it around completely to be leading the charge, and so is the scoreline. 9-6 up for mousesports. This pistol round could decide everything. Couple of sets of U-deals to start off. Everyone in the apartments.
And now the potential for mousesports to upset the #1 team in the world could be right on here. pistol set in for Rops to get the kill on Inters. Aggressive into the apartments. Axile's all alone. Backup's going to be so slow to get it. We have to get at least one kill. And indeed, B-Mash does drop. Rops, however, on the off angle. Gets a trade back. 4v3. The bomb can go down. But Afani quick out of the gates here. Gets Rops to return. Frozen with a responsive. Shiro and Hobbit. Last couple of players left here for Gambit. And one player still on the rotation.
It's taking time to set up here for the CT side. And for mousesports, it all comes down to these duels. A core deep into the apartments deals with Shiro.
1-on-3 now for Hobbit. 2 frags deep in this matchup. Needing to wake up at this moment. He's hoping there's an opportunity given out of the apartments, but no one is giving up the fight here for mousesports. They have the market control. They know there's only one place that he can really come from, and now he's giving up the ghost. He's got no way back into this. 10 to the border, mousesports, and the dream starts getting a bit more realistic here, Dweg. Who would have thought after Vertigo this would start to tip the favor of the mousesports side in such a pretty convincing fashion?
Yeah, it's wild to think about, and for mousesports, they deserve all of these rounds. The instant goosh, instant headshot for Robs to be able to follow up as quickly as he did, and even Acor, again, he's been so fundamental here on Mirage, just when it counts on map 3.
Galil's in, AK's out. Forced invest, of course, for Gambit will also be in with the 3 Deagles, SMG and a scout. Smokes down. Drives Shiro away with the scout involved as well. Looking into the A site potentially. It's mid-control established by mousesports and only one player to defend B side. They go for the set piece now. He's going to get overwhelmed.
Yeah, they go for the set piece now. The round is done pretty much. Mousesports have just got to deal with one. At least the rotations come in.
Style does catch B-Mass. Dexter there with a responsive. Shiro looking onto short control and expecting there to be a T-side face. There is one man inbound. Flashes out, will force him away. He smoke in with the bomb plant. A core does catch the Fadi as well towards the late mid lurk. So, man advantage for mousesports as the bomb does get planted and Gambit gonna save.
I wonder how much of a hunt there really is. Akor has obviously been trying to cut off rotations out from mid, but there's no more catching to happen because they're just falling back to save on the A side.
Conceding 11 now, mousesports. Every round from here on out makes the upset more and more likely. And again, what a huge victory it would be for these guys in the early part of the group stage. 5 more rounds to go for them before they take the win. Gambit. There's got to be an eco here. There's no money for them. The save weapons will allow at least a little bit of a bonus coming up to this, but they're looking towards guns in round 19. That's got to be where they take the win.
And just for Gambit, they've been so flawless recently. We know in the RMR, the only loss that they took was in the grand final against Na'Vi. Blast Premier's spring final, didn't even drop a single series there. IEM Summer, though, we did see them going down to Vitality in the upper bracket semi-final, but then the return was there. Then they rode the lower bracket all the way off to the playoffs and won that event. And now you start looking here and thinking, are we going to have another situation in which, in another IEM event, they go into the lower bracket?
Was the Vitality game at the first round of the group stage, or?
It was after the best of ones. It was the first best of 3.
Okay, so that would have been in the semi-finals of the group stage.
That's
so
right, upper bracket semis.
Yeah, so not quite in this stage of the tournament. It would be the next round. So for Gambit, they still haven't lost in the first round of the group stage, and for mousesports, that will still be a head to take. AK's in, Galil's out, Deagles and a scout, of course, still on the Gambit, forced back. mousesports. Everything to play with at the moment, and Mirage is their playground. Gambit, what are they going to do to respond towards it? Is it just looking to the rifles here for the next one? Like, what can these Deagles do?
Well, they can at least recover the situation in terms of being able to somehow get a T-side weapon, hold on to it, and just keep tempo up. Make sure that even in this sort of throwaway round, quote-unquote, that you are still having some impact. You are still making it competitive, and just try and drive that economy down in the dumps as best you can to mousesports.
Dexter walking up here for the connector control. He's got two teammates. Short behind him as well. Hobbit gonna find something out of the mid position, finding the Eagle, connects onto a core. Big frag to drop the bomb. Shiro turns his scout in towards Dexter and doubles up here. Big sniper plays, and that's all important for Gambit.
Oh, now they need a big recovery. A 2v5. Frozen's been able to find a little bit of an avenue of approach out from this top connector position. Hobbit's now fallen to Beamers, but they need more on this.
Hold together. Zeus also set in position. 30 seconds through the clock. Nafani ready for B-Mass, prematurely fires. And that allows the kills to return the mousesports. Back to a 2 versus 2 will go.
Oh, this is impressive. They are really turning this about, and they're even going to bring the bomb over towards the B side.
Straight involved. Frozen keeping his eyes set. Shearer's going to try to wrap around. Scout involved, catching off one pick. Now he has no idea what's going on. He's got to land perfect heads. Has not seen the player planting the bomb. 2 great kills to get the round back in control for Gambit, but no more than that. Great effort from Gambit, but not to be for the CT side. And now the guns involved for them. They will need to win this next round for me, though, Dweg.
I tell you, that puts a smile on my dial. That does. Bemis, the celebration after winning that 2v5. You can see the hunger. And whether it's against an eco, whether it's against a USP round or a gun round, any situation in which you're recovering a 2v5 is a massive, massive round. And for mousesports, it means they're not getting reset off the back of it.
Orps in. No body block on that smoke, so covers the entire of the sniper's nest. Axel still finds a core. Only a short position, flashbang over for him, but Dexter still gets the pick back. Takes the 13 points of health, but maintaining the 4-on-4 scenario is mousesports quickly out into the B side, and they put Molotovs and flashes inbound. Inter's going to tap and burst forward on the first man out, but doesn't get the kill or tags against him. Shiro instead has to chime in, finds Frozen in the back, still looking forward towards Van. Smoke down, Axel setting out the backstab, and the adjustment from Shiro so great. The kill found, leaving it all on BMAS. 1 versus 4. Backstab continuing from Axel. He's known. He's in the area back. Hobbit's in the open. Gets his shot, and that's the Gambit I wanted to see.
It was much better. You could just see as soon as that protocol comes in place that they trade out 1-for-1 in mid, just send it into the B side, go for the quick exi, and Inters just stays alive, allows those rotations to come in quickly. Shiro with the orb in particular out for Market was hitting a couple of cracking shots.
Brilliant from Shiro. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Now he's really coming alive. We saw some very awkward maps from him in this series so far. 14 frags for his team, still not at the top end of the board, but still holding confidence with that AWP. Again, forcing pistols out for mousesports on this force invest. 2 AKs and an AWP, but Deagle and Tech 9. Set piece looking to get set up straight out into the A site.
Yeah, Hobbitt's going to be the first man of contact playing out from the back of triple. 2 players in con could be quickly to start forcing in, though.
Oh, that nade does quite a lot of damage. Baits in the AWP shot as well, so they know what's going on there in the ramp position. Incendiary back from Nafani is going to suppress. Connect to jungle and stairs, gets smoked off. A re-smoke back at the CT side. A bit of a gap there for BMAS to work with, and indeed, he does get a kill on Nafani. Axel trades back and wildly fires through that smoke. Can't get the bomb plant denied here as Rops will fall in turn. Dexter on 11 HP though, needs his teammates to Frozen in the core to step up.
They need to try and take some map control though, because there's 3v4. They need to give themselves an advantage somehow.
Up aggressive at bench. Will Hobbit read this position? And we're so focused on the site that he completely avoids Dexter. No, Dexter gives up the angle, gives up the fight. Molotov in. Frozen forced out into the open, as is a core. Looking into the back, flashed involved, gets his shot. No, he doesn't. Frozen goes down for it. It's absolute chaos from the CT side, but they just about come up with that kill. For a moment, you thought a core had a window, but still missed his shots. Misses the round.
Good utility usage there for Gambit, just to try and force him off angle with that flash, just make it really, really difficult for him to just continuing to follow up. 8 on the board now for the Russians, and for Gambit, this could now be the start, because for mousesports, it was a force buy in the last round. They got a couple of kills, they got a bomb down, but in terms of investment going into round 21, it's very, very limited.
Still within 4 rounds, mousesports leading for now. Gambit, much like they were on Inferno, are on the comeback. Shiro, right round of the first, he's back in, doesn't quite get that second, but his teammates are there to be able to hold their own. Axel still found on BMAS, awkward nade, but still, actually, the nade actually kind of landed on Rops there, so he does get a kill on Axel at least, so there's that, but 2 left on this one, not much for mousesports.
Just hoping that the CTs get a bit hungry in this sort of situation and they could just pick them off. But really for Gambit, you had that early exchange out from mid. Now they can go passive, just play the numbers game.
Shiro set here towards short, waiting for a core. Up the corner, bit of a gap that Frozen can also exploit, but actually it's a bit too far off angle. Either way, kill found, 1v4. Gambit will make their way up to 9 on the CT board. Mousesports So confident with the pistol and conversions going their way, but we're back to the 3-round deficit that we were at the start of the half.
Yeah, Frozen has found a little bit of a gap in the defense here from the City side. So there could be a way in which he just wraps into market.
You're about to make me look very silly. You're already calling the round at 3 rounds of the difference. No, okay. Stefani finds back at CT, swings back at the right moment, and holds the round together. Gambit forcing the first tactical timeout for mousesports, which is, I think, a very contrasting little statement there, because Gambit have already used all 4 of their tags. mousesports only now getting their chance of getting the reason to use their first. But that's because they still have a chance to take it away from Gambit if they can win this gun round.
Well, they just haven't been pressured. They haven't needed to take that mental reset. It's only now that Gambit are starting to find some movement here on CT. They're starting to build up a little bit of a bank on this City side too. But for mousesports, they definitely still are the better team out here on Mirage. It all just comes down to breaking the momentum of Gambit and making sure this streak doesn't extend into anything crazy.
AKs across the board here. Warping Shira, of course, for Gambit. mousesports. Every round that they get is going to apply pressure to the CT side. Every round that they get is going to leave Gambit in a worse spot. And Gambit realize this, going to force very far forward, go for an info play towards ramp, and make his extension all the way out towards T-spawn. This could be quite a lot gained here, but they're going to walk past Rops.
That's okay, though. Even if they walk past Rops, it allows that backstab to come out from mid, potentially drop this bomb. This is a great info play. Just
got to make absolutely no noise to it. If they make a sound, the teams are going to know what's going on, and Nafani's going to break away, look back towards that Palace position. Both players have covered it off. Hobbit's got so much to get out of this. Rops has a knife out, chance of the kill, big opener, and now we turn our attention to the AK. Still slow walking. Starting to swing back. He's let a core get away, though.
Just trying to run the clock, play the 5v4, bit of a gap in that smoke, and Nafani even just working through. Axel not even needed just yet.
Hobbit's not even needed, apparently. More kills into the sprays, back through the smoke. VMAS is now dead. Frozen and a core. Not checked. Hobbit burst fire, gets his kill. A core can trade it, but 4 more to find. It's not going to happen. 10 to the board. Gambit 2 away from equalizing.
Big just gap left completely undetected. And for Rops, just with his knife out, just not expecting the play at all. It's silent, it's deadly, no one's keeping eyes out from ramp. And even with that, it's a bit of misdirection because they see that backstab coming in for Palace and then they don't realize there's another backstab up from top mid of Hobbit.
Half by forced back on the mousesports camp. No choice but to do so. They've got a little bit of loss bonus to work with, obviously on max. So this should allow a buyer to come forward in full for round 24, but for Gambit, this can be an 11th round for them. Again, trying to go up to equalizing against mousesports. This long road back into this map up. They struggle to do so over on Inferno. Again, a lot of parallels between Mirage and Inferno. Will the parallel of the 16-14 come to fruition? Will mousesports steal this series away? Well, this will not be the chance for them to get up to that position again. They are just got a scout. They'll set up with a basic sort of half buy. They do tag Shiro up, and actually Rops gets the opening kill.
I don't see that very often at all. Boost coming up over the ramp position, getting a little bit of a high advantage over the AWP, but a little bit of a sneak coming through for Bemis. They need more than that. It's good to be able to get the opening kill, but they need to be able to try and find a little bit of a follow-up. 60
seconds to do so. Now rotating away. Trade was there as well from CT side, so a 1-for-1. No man advantage, leaving Gambit on a slight advantage of their own right. Again, they've got the better weapons, they've got the better setup.
I could see a bit of a way in towards his short position, try and get at least a boost up towards window, try and see if they could just slow down these rotates. Nafani, oh, he misses the timing, he doesn't see anything.
30 seconds for mousesports, they're making a bit of noise out here. How much is Axel here? How much does he call out to his teammates? Inters sees what's going on. Frozen's found a pick. Man advantage for mousesports now. It was to press the bomb plant, at least with that Molotov for a moment. It does go down, actually. It lands a bit too far out. They can't open the wall. Short Axel with 2 picks. No info on the play towards the corner play, and of course, going to get overwhelmed, so it's all BMAS. Deagle in hand. The bomb planted out in the open for him. Smoking the position. Sees one player swinging out, but Nafani lands his damage. Teammate coming in from the back lines, and in the end, Hobbit secure the pick. to maintain it for Gambit.
It was just a no-respect style, really, on that retake. Rather than just keeping it very quiet, keeping it very slow, waiting for people to get into position, and allowing Mouse to get comfortable on the side, they just get really aggressive. They force forward out from market door, out from market window, and they're just taking as many fights as they can instantly.
mousesports being pressured again by Gambit. Maybe that tactical pause or the second tactical pause can be utilized at this stage. Worth it to try and do so here. The buybacks involved for this next round. Maybe the round afterwards is where they'll start to think about taking a knee. Orb in, Vishiro nades up towards top mid. Does that catch them? I think it was timed well. It actually only catches BMAS for 87, so not a massive amount. And there's a gap to work with in this smoke.
Just try and create a bit of an opportunity, but for mousesports, not really giving too much contact out from that mid position. Instead, it's actually Dexter on the lurk out from underpass that deals with an overly aggressive Axel.
Big frag. And waiting for more aggression from the CT forces. Hobbit in particular here towards ramp. A few feet away from giving up position towards Frozen. The AK looks above. The Archers can't see the foot of the man. Two more players will come in for the swing. It's a Orb of the core, BMAS with the bomb on his back. Hobbit gets that kill. Nade involved to do some damage. Stefani comes up to support it with the AK. A core turns it back to a 3 versus 3, but now he's got to grab that bomb and try pushing alongside Rops.
And now they start a little bit of just slowing the round down. Maybe try and see if they can bait out from further counter utility. Rops has got no opportunity for the walkout, and Dexter's got to face onto Stefani and Con.
He's ready for this. I think he knows what's going on. The top con smoke will also be put up here so he can be suppressed into the site entry itself. It still rested all on the likes of Shiro. Dexter goes down. Rops in a corner out. Last 2 players left, and Rops swinging out with the AWP step for Shiro. Sees that shoulder bait. Sees the man, lands his kill. It's all left to a core. 18 frags deep here in this matchup. 25 seconds with no information, no vision, and no chance. Gambit have equalized.
Oh, they're choking it here. They're really choking it here. They had a big lead to work with. And now we're getting into a bit of a situation where their lead is gone. Now we're tied up at 12-12, and their money is kind of gone as well. They will have enough to be able to buy back, but it doesn't feel comfortable. It doesn't look comfortable anymore.
It is time to be concerned if you're a mousesports fan. What was looking like a really good upset in the first 3 rounds of this half has turned to mush. 12-6 at one point. Gambit not let mousesports take a round since that point. Absolute tear. The streak that might last straight back into the lead. And again, for mousesports, pressure's on to delivering these last few rounds. AK's out, again on the bite. Gambit with their setup as usual.
And even with those 6 rounds in a row, we've only seen 2 bomb plants. We've only seen 2 retake setups coming through for Gambit. A lot of these rounds have been convincing, and that's what's really struggled with the economy line for mousesports, is that they can't keep buying after buying because they're not getting the bomb plants.
Money's just not flowing for them. I mean, to recover this scenario, you need a confident round. You can see where the money line rests here for the T side. $50 at maximum for each individual. $150 total across the entire T side line in reserve. So half buys at most going into round 26. They have to take it. M4s and Nafani seeing what's going on. Axel looks back down from short though. Great contact, great repeat. Frozen had no idea.
Just gets out of there so quickly, doesn't stay around, doesn't allow the opportunity for Mouse to capitalize on a 4v4, hold on to the 5-on-4 advantage, and just slow the round down. They've got a little bit of a lean out towards the B side, and for mousesports, they're desperate for any kind of pick now.
Axel continues to look forward here towards a passive short position. The smoke onto connector will cover off positions, but as it fades, mousesports start walking. Will Axel look for a swing aggressive? I don't think he will. And the CT players instead to hold their own positions, and Inters in particular back up at the cubby corner. I don't think he's been seen by Dexter yet. He'll have to make his way up into position. Hobbit's also in sandwich. This is going to be a linchpin player. Dexter wrapping, incendiary's down. Footsteps heard, flash is going over. Hobbit could be in trouble, but Inter still strikes, gets the kill involved. Dexter got to try and get that trade. Hobbit is going to get overwhelmed, but Inter's doubles up, 4 versus 2. Rops burns Stefani. Inter's on 19 HP, but Rops on 25. Bomb's going to get planted here. It's desperate to go down.
Just get the bomb plan in and try and play it out from there. But even for Rops and Bemis, how do they work together with this low HP?
It's a good question. One that mousesports are going to answer. Gambit making their way in. All three players from Connector. Nades close towards BMAS doing damage. Bullets flying through the firebox, but not getting kills. BMAS may have been giving up headshot angles, but he combines alongside Rops, and they only get one kill. Axile with 3. 2 on the retake for 13. Gambit, they've got the lead now.
At least mousesports can buy again. Get that bomb down with the $3,400 with the max round loss bonus. Buy it up again. But Gambit, jeez, they've had to work hard. 7 rounds now in a row. And a lot of people probably would have sort of said at 6-12, yeah, this just looks impossible. This just looks like mousesports are going to get it over the line, but they have really, really turned up the heat. And this is the Gambit that we've all come to watch today.
I feel like they might have heard us when we said the upset was on for mousesports.
Yeah.
Because since that point, they have come back with a sheer fury. Opsin, AKs, M4s, Gambit. Again, all the standard setup here. Plenty of money to play with in terms of economy and reserve. Shiro down to $12,000 and Akor down to 19 points of health. Double nade stack into his position. Doesn't kill him off, but it gets a confident start for Gambit.
Dexter's just trying to bail out his teammate. Knows that the double nades have come through for Akor, and while TopCon is very, very open, how do they work with that info?
You know that Nafani's there. Dexter. Oh, the spray is just not off there. Nafani ducks down. Gets his kill, starts off this round.
That could have been the best chance in the last 3 or 4 rounds of an opening man advantage. That one right there, the sneak in towards the top of con, the wrap into connector, but the frag just does not come.
This lead looks to grow for Gambit. They've just got to get through 4 more players from mousesports.
3 or B, look at this, they're running into the stack.
They're so ready for this. mousesports with a bad read. Can they overwhelm it anyway? Shiro's on site. Axile in the apartments. They got 1 man at market as well, just in case. He's thinking of a rotation, though, because mousesports are given nothing.
Yeah, they've slowed it right down, but for Gambit, they're not rotating away.
30 seconds, flash over, Frozen, headshot seen, Axel taps, sees the shoulder out, Frozen can't punish it, BMAS can get the trade, Orb still on site, Shiro responds, 4 versus 2, Akor with a trade, looked in upon by Shiro's part, he's not going to go up his angle to BMAS, knows that he's there on a site somewhere, and stalling for time, 16 seconds, backup is on the way, 1 player coming in from short in particular, taps forward to the P250, can't get Akor, Nafani does, it's all to BMAS, 8 seconds, 7 seconds, and Hobbit picks up that final frag. Good effort not to be. mousesports getting closer and closer, but it's not close enough.
No, not at all. And for Hobbit, he has really started coming alive late in this map, really when it counts. As soon as that comeback really comes in, from about round 18, round 19 or so, that's when he started putting numbers up to 11 kills now. And Gambit, but even just the read in that situation, for them to have both Shiro and Axel out on the B bomb site, and then Inters to rotate in from market so quickly.
The tactical call by mousesports, all 3 called in the T side half. Are they about to bottle it? Are they about to bottle it? Half buy involved, so at the very least they'll let Gambit get to map point. They are playing for OT here, Dweg.
I think they already have, mate. Like, when you're up 12-6 and you haven't just followed up with any kind of round for 8 in a row, it's devastating. It really, really is for mousesports. And like you mentioned, playing for OT, they don't want to buy it up. It's risky because it means for Gambit, it's another one to add to the tally.
They've got to refresh their minds going into round 28. Either that or they've got to steal it here with his pistol execution. Set piece in with the smokes, the flashes. 1 Molotov for Rops as well to clear out Dark. But the aggressive hold from Hobbit could still clean it up. And Rops set and ready. Put it out. Hobbit, close range, taps through from BMAS, looking up, flashbang, catches that player off guard. First frag, found easy. What can BMAS do with this now?
Oh, they need at least a bit of control to come through. Great boost up for Shiro. That looks straight into Rops.
Wonderfully coordinated and a great response back from the mousesports side. 4 versus 4. BMAS is still very far forward here. The flashbang was turned away from. Sprays through, gets a kill involved, but Nafani and Shiro continue finding frags to the man advantage. No bomb plant secured here by mousesports. Shiro does pick up Inters though, so 1 versus 2 for Dexter. Trying to bait in that orb shot, cannot seem to do it. And Shiro secures 4 frags against T-side forces, gets Gambit on series point.
And it comes to a situation there where the bomb plan isn't exactly necessary. What you really want to be doing is limiting what the CTs can bring forward and see if you can make that round a conversion. You know that no matter what the outcome is, round 28, you're going to have a buy together, even if the bomb doesn't go down. They take the approach to get aggressive out towards CT, but even that boost up behind the smoke for Shiro, everything was so well timed.
3 match points for Gambit to work with. Incendiary down Frozen Sea first and foremost. Big kill for Axel to open up. Removing the top fragger from play, who has not found a pick in a very long time here. mousesports stalled in place and losing the start. And that might be the start of the House of Cards falling.
9 rounds in a row, potentially 10. And what a start this has been to the round again for Gambit. Opening man advantage. It gets silent. Very, very silent for the international squad.
Silent because they know that not only can they not give anything up, but because this is their most important round. Flash over, here we go. Hobbit in sandwich. Backups on the way towards CT. M4 takes its fight, drops BMAS. Looks back in towards Dexter, doubles up. Can't make it the triple, but Rops is there to trade it. A cause on 100 HP though. Rops on 15, dead to a nade. And Axel swings back, gets it to 16-12. And a 2-1 series to recover for Gambit as they take their fin in the group stage.
Ah, they're the smiles we want to see. What a recovery from 12-16 down, Jay. They get it over the line, and mousesports, it's disappointing. It's upsetting.
It was always going to be a tough task for them though. They've fallen at the final hole of their